Howdy y'all, I'm KK Dog the Big Red. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today I am playing Anvil Saga. Now this is a game that's near and dear to my heart. I've played it for about a year now on and off. And it's a cute little tycoon style game where you run a blacksmith forge shop, right? Now, I played through this game a couple times. I've never fully completed the game. I don't think I've ever actually reached the ending. I've just lost interest before I've been able to do that or get to that point, so I hope that I can keep making progress towards that. Today I'm going to be trying out the Sandbox mode as opposed to what I normally do, the story mode. So, I'm pretty sure this is the endless mode of the game. I'm interested to see how it plays, how it's different from the normal. Let's get right into it. I'll go through the tutorial. It's Oscar? Okay. For those who don't know, for those who've never played this game, Oscar is like a noble in the story mode. So this is my first time seeing him in this position. Alright. Well then, this is more like a barn than a home. Nothing to be done about it. At least the smithy itself is in decent condition. Yes, control the camera with WASD. Use the mouse wheel to zoom in, zoom out. I'm always going to be playing this fully zoomed out. I like having the wider screen. All right, you will be managing a medieval smithy, and the main source of income You will be managing a medieval smithy, and the main source of income for a smith is, of course, his orders. Let's open the shop for business and accept your first order. To do that, press the sign next to the stall with the LMB, left mouse button. Well, seems like we got our first customer walking up. It's a peasant. Oh. Take a look at the order window. There you'll find the item, the resources needed for its creation, and the reward. Accept the order by pressing the green check mark in the order's UI. So yeah, it's going to cost 3 ingots to create whatever this is, and he'll give me 3 gold when I complete it. People won't wait forever. They'll leave if their patience runs out before the order is complete. All your orders will appear in the order feed. Okay, so the peasant has me creating a chain. It's going to be 3 ingots for 7 gold. And when working with several orders at once, I can set the priority, so I can choose which one I'm going to hit first. You can only have 5 levels of priority. Orders with the same priority are worked on based on their remaining time, so their patience meter, I imagine. The more the smith will focus on it. The less time remaining, the more the smith, yeah. Raise the order with the left mouse button, or drag and drop it to the left or right to increase or decrease its priority respectively. And then right click the anvil to move Oscar over there to start forging. I want to do the peasant girls first because she's going to pay out more for the item with the same cost, the same price of making it. The smith spends resources and receives gold after completing the order. Once the product is complete, it is automatically given to the customer. Orders are made with ingots. Ingots are smelted from ore, which can be mined or purchased. You don't have access to a mine yet, so let's order some ore. Open the merchant store. It's down in the bottom right. where like the whole menu section is. So let's get 10 ore. All goods from the store delivered by a courier. You'll have to wait for a bit before he arrives. In the meantime, you can smelt the rest of the ore into ingots. One piece of ore is good for 1 ingot. The smith will smelt ingots one after another until they run out of ore. So that's what the smelter is all about. Turn your ore into ingots so you can keep making items for your customers. Now, complete the second order. You have more than enough ingots. Hurry before the customer gets tired of waiting. He also looks like a dangerous character. His order has all the skulls and crossbones. I'd piece him up. Oscar would get him. Great job. You can spend the money you've earned on upgrading the smithy or building new rooms. Before building, let's close the stall. Closing the stall tells your customers that no new orders are accepted. For those who are waiting, further order will stay. Close the stall same way we opened it. Just left clicking on it. This could use some furniture and an annex for the kitchen. Enable building mode. Yeah. So you can adjust your house. You can build, I think, up to 3 rooms across, and then 2 stories above, 2 stories below. I might be wrong, but I think that's right. Slanted roof. Gotta be. Looks better. Each room's construction takes some time. You'll have to wait for the builder to finish their work. You can purchase the furniture right away. Let's set up your first living room. You'll need a bed, a table, and a chair. Ooh. We have a lot of gold. We can afford to spend a bit. I don't know if I want my bed next to the door like that, actually. We can adjust it later. Everything just needs to get put down first. Wooden chair, wooden table. How nice. Excellent. Now I have a place to sleep. We can do the kitchen later. Now I can bring my wife and son over. Family man. Okay, we are not Oscar anymore. Just changed up. Okay, you have a small house and a forge at your disposal. That's not much, but still better than starting from scratch. Here your glorious path to wealth at heart of your beloved girl begins. But all this lies far ahead. And for now, kindle the forge. Time to blow. Pause. The dust off my father's Anvil. Let's see what I can still remember. Okay, it's prompting us to open up the forge. I'm going to start by smelting some ore, or smelting some ingots. Smelting some ore into ingots. Damn. It's good to use this downtime while we're waiting for customers to walk up, or if we have more than enough time to complete some orders. So I'm not too eager to complete his order immediately. I'd rather finish melting this ore up first. That way I know long term what I can accept and what I'll have to push off. Actually, let's buy some ore now. Cheaper to buy in bulk. So I'm going to just buy the most I can here. Ooh. Is it worth buying a tool for this too? I think I'm going to go for smithing for the, tongs? Yeah, I'm going to go for the tongs because realistically I think just +1 to the forging versus +2 to smelting, it just makes more sense to me. So we'll keep completing orders until we get all that. And then I'll smelt some more of the ore. Oh, I have no idea what that noise was. 4 ingots for 3 gold is not worth it right now. The return on that is horrible. 4 ingots for 6 gold. Okay, sure. We're just starting out. We can take that. Later I think a little bit later, once everything starts running a lot more smoothly, I'm not even going to have to worry about what orders to accept. It's just making sure that the right people are accepting them. So I'm going to finish up this last one and then get to smithing. Because yeah, there are factions in this game, and a big part of it is making sure that you're kind of keeping a balance between the factions, or if you're going to just stick with one, making sure that you're not pissing off too many others. Yeah, so there are... Oh, that 1 for 5 is great right now. So there are 5 factions. The English, the French, the bandits, I think. And then you have the church and the witches. And the top 3, the English, the French, and like the bandits, they all can affect each other. And then the church and the witches care about each other. So there is some stuff that you can do with like flipping the sign to make sure to send specific factions away, which makes it, you know, it adds a little bit of it adds something to pay attention to. It's a nice balancing act later in the game. All right, I don't think I have enough time to finish that last one. So we have 7 total. Okay. I'll accept this one and then I'll close up shop so nobody else will come. Because I'm going to have to go back and heat up another piece of ore after this to complete the next order. To complete that second lock. So it's a good time to slow down, give myself some time to restock, resupply, do all that stuff, right? I also have enough now to buy a new, to buy another tool. Ores first, though. Ores first. I'm never gonna buy the ingots unless there's like a really dire time limit on something. I'll always just stick with getting the ores. I'll buy 10. Oh, I forgot to buy the tool. While the courier, the merchant, is coming to deliver your items, you're unable to order anything else. So you have to wait for him to walk in, drop it in our chest, walk out, and leave the screen to be able to get more stuff. Okay. Also, the main protagonist, his name is Arthur. He has one special skill to start called the Protagonist. No special abilities, but he can't be fired. So, we're stuck with him. Luckily, at least he's got a glorious beard, so I can relate to him. Okay, I need this courier to leave so I can buy more stuff. I'm trying to give you my money, fool. Okay, we don't have mining yet, so I'll buy the hammer and 10 more ore. Once I use up all the ore right now, or after I use up all the ore, I'll open up the shop and start accepting orders. Because it does take them a second or two to walk up anyway, so you can keep, you have some downtime. Ooh. Okay, this is a hunter for the French. So, when it's like this, when they have the, when it's like some specific characters, it affects the reputation. And you can always hover over the checkmark to see what, like, if accepting the order, or specifically, like, if completing the order will improve your relations with one specific faction or decrease it with another. So I think for, like, hunters, it only matters if other hunters see them. So, like, if an English hunter is ordering from you as well, then when you complete one or the other one's going to walk away, and your reputation with that faction will go down. In this case, it's just a lone hunter. Nobody else is, like, in line, so it's a free reputation point with France. Yeah. I'll go over what he's talking about about in a sec. So, what he just went over is all of this. Essentially, if you take an order from a peasant, nobody cares. It doesn't matter what faction they belong to. It's not going to affect your reputation at all. For hunters, if you accept any order from a hunter and another one's there to see it, the reputation is going to increase with whichever faction you complete the order for, decrease for the other faction. When it comes to bandits, if the other hunters see you complete an order for any bandit hunter, then they'll immediately you'll lose reputation with both the French and the English. Same with merchants; they act the same way. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what, who's who here, but it boils down to, like, if you're dealing with one faction, the other has a named type, then they're going to walk away if you complete an order for their faction. It's like, if you're working with the English and a French guy walks up and he sees that you're working with them, as soon as you accept one of their, or as soon as you finish one of the English orders, he'll probably walk away. It doesn't count for peasants, but hunters, merchants, bookworms, any of those. Bookworms don't seem to care, but hunters, merchants, soldiers, knights, and the aristocracy, though, they care. The soldiers, knights, and the aristocracy, it doesn't matter if they're seen by the others. It's gonna decrease your reputation with the other factions no matter what. And the worst is the bandits, because they affect the reputation of both the English and the French. The other thing I want to make note of is, if you refuse a bandit, if you refuse any of the people's orders from the bandits, any of the hunters, merchants, bookworms, soldiers, knights, aristocracy, any of them, if you refuse their order, you lose reputation with the bandits. And bandits, if you're bad with the bandits, they can fuck you up a bit. So, kind of gotta play your cards right with them. And then when it comes to the priests and the witches, it only matters if they see you dealing with the other. So, like, if one walks up and if there's like two of them ordering from you at the same time, then you should like close up your shop and send whoever's walking up away. So if you're working with a priest and a witch is walking up, close up shop, send the witch away, and vice versa. It's easy to work with both of them. 1-to-1. No. That's a peasant for the bandits, so you don't have to worry about the reputation loss for that one. Okay, this is the priest, this is the church. I'm going to delay that order. If I see a witch walk up, I'll close up the sign. I'll close up shop. So they'll just walk away, and I can do that without incurring any penalty. Alright, I'm just waiting until I get to full ingots before I start crafting. Ooh. Accepting a debt. I'll do it. The thing is, when you accept an order that's using debt to pay, there is a chance that they don't come back and actually pay off the order. But there's a chance that they do. Okay, so that's the priest. This is a witch. You can tell because they kind of look like old hags. Okay. We are out of ore to smelt and ingots. So after I complete another order or two, I'll close up the shop. Damn, 1 for 7. 1 ore for 7 gold is not bad at all. The more prestige your forge has, the more clients you'll attract. The higher class of client as well. So right now we're not going to see any like knights. We're not going to see any aristocracy. We'll see maybe merchants, maybe bookworms. It'll mainly be peasants and hunters for a while until we upgrade our forge. In addition, stall upgrades will increase your maximum workshop storage space for wooden ingots. Prestige increases when you complete orders, but it has an upper limit controlled by what your house looks like. Yeah, with a stall like this, all we can expect is bumpkins, but once we start building up our house, once we start designing it a little bit more, we'll get clientele with deeper pockets and more willingness to spend on it. So right now we're maxed out on reputation. That's why we got that heads up. 3 for 6. Alright, we'll accept this. It'll improve our relationship with the bandits, and then we'll order more ore and such. Yeah, I'll just go 20, max it out. Cheaper to do it this way. I still have no use for mining equipment yet, so I'll just do that. Oh, I totally forgot to equip the stuff. Alright. So, by clicking on this section of the worker menu, you can choose their equipment. And once we hire additional people, you can adjust it all from this screen, everybody's equipment. So for now, right now, Arthur is just using the universal tools. You can't get rid of it, it's infinite, you have infinite of them, so it's essentially just allowing your worker to work any specific part. And if you send them to do something they don't have a tool for, they'll just use the universal tools available. So, we're going to equip the forging tool, the tempered tongs. That'll make forging and smelting faster. I guess while we wait for the delivery, might as well catch up on some rest, refill our energy. Yeah, for now it's just going to be slow and steady until we get more people, more prestige, more workers. Yeah. So for now, until I get another worker, which they look a little bit expensive right now, I'm going to just I'm just going to leave it be. I'm going to work alone. And to kind of speed it up a little bit, I'm just going to have, I'm going to forego building up the forge right now, or building a mine, just because I'm not going to have anybody to really work it, and I can just keep ordering the ore. And sure, it's less cost effective in like the short run, or in the like long run, but you know, once I get myself some money to actually use to hire some extra hands, then I can have them focus on the mine or the forge, whatever their skills are best suited for. Oh right, we got the tax man, the French. All of you just prey on honest people no matter what you call yourselves. Are you paying it or not? It's like, yeah, okay. I don't want to risk not paying it and finding out what happens. I don't want to fuck around and find out. So, right now, we're using the tempered tongs to help smelt things faster. Every point in your skill will increase how fast you do it. So right now, our base level is 2, which is 10% faster than normal, than base. And with the tongs, we're essentially doubling our efficiency right now. So we're smelting 20% faster instead of 10%. Which, equipment later is going to be really, really useful. I have no idea what that noise is actually. Maybe the start of a new day. I'm not sure. But yeah, for now, just going to get up to around 18, 17 ore, or 17 ingots, and then I'm going to open up shop and I'll start accepting more orders. I think at this point, when we get down, when we used up like all of our ore, then I'll have Arthur sleep, or I'll have Arthur eat and then sleep, refill all of his bars, and it's gonna be dead time for a while he's doing all that, but it's something you gotta do. Okay. Let's complete some orders. The witches seem to be very generous for what they want. Like right now, they're giving us the best ratio of gold to ore. Okay, gotta complete this hunter before the bookworm rocks up there. Since they're of the opposing factions. Okay. Two ingots for 5 gold isn't bad, and as long as an Englishman doesn't walk up, it's just free reputation. Peasant, they have no special background, no nothing. So it's for free. The peasant orders are pretty nice because they're just neutral and you get money for them. So okay. Oh, let's pause right here. So you see how it has that like brown kind of fur-like background behind the French symbol and the item and like the items order? That's how you know that it's like a special class or whatever, and then hovering over it, like I explained before, it'll tell you with who's in line right now. If you accept this order and complete it, what will happen. So right now, since it's just Frenchmen, no Englishmen, no hunters, nothing like that, it'll just improve our relation with France. So I'm always happy to complete that order. Alright, we got six more ingots to use before I can send Arthur to eat and then go to bed. Now the reason I do it in that order is because I think your hunger doesn't actually go down while you're resting. Ooh, 5 for 12 is not bad. We'll end it like that. Gotta send my boy to go eat. They'll do it automatically. Go and make their own food, which can kind of mess you up at some points if you're not like paying real close attention to it. Because I've had it happen before where they'll just wander off from their station and then all of a sudden, oh, I'm running out of ore. Or some, like, no, I don't hear the forge clinking no more. What's going on? So, want to pay close attention to that. And yeah, he's not really gonna do anything for a little bit. I mean, we gotta let him just eat and rest for a bit. So I'm just gonna speed it up to 4 times, I think. Yeah, 4 times speed. Okay, they're introducing traits now. So, every person you hire will get positive or negative traits as you have them work in a specific section. So I'm surprised it actually came so late. Looks like Arthur's got a trait. Let's see what it is. He is... Well, I gotta send him to sleep first. I can always read later. So right now he is full, and his energy will decrease at like half speed for the next 110 seconds, which is kind of sad to get that now because I'm sending him straight to bed. So it's going to be wasted for a bit, and I don't think you can drain your hunger while you're sleeping, so just got to quadruple speed it while he does all that. Actually, while he's doing all that, let's order some ore and some food because we're out in our little kitchen area. That's what the knife and fork symbol mean. It's really awkward, but the courier is just going to walk right through our house while we're sleeping, so we are not very well protected. Yeah. Once Arthur is well rested, I will send him back to smelt some ore. And I'm going to keep it sped up for now. Just because, you know, there's really not much to talk about while we're smelting. So, once we get to 17 ore, I'll open up shops, start accepting orders so people can walk up and, you know, place their orders. But yeah, I've been playing this game for a pretty long time. I absolutely love it. It is something that I get like really into. I spend like 4 hours playing this game at any time. Like when I start a new save, and I absolutely love it. But the creator hasn't worked on it in like 2 years, 3 years at this point, and it breaks my heart because it's a really fun game and there's a lot of potential. But you know, they're doing bigger and better things right now, so I can't hate on that. I would never dare, because I think they've made a little bit of a masterpiece right here. Simple but fun. What more could I ask for? Yeah, right now our reputation is capped, so accepting these orders is just for gold. But I need that gold to hire workers and so on and so forth. Ooh. Okay, I need to get to 150 gold. I think that's as cheap as we're gonna get. Okay, we got a new trade on Arthur. Okay. Let's talk about this first. So this is a knight, or not a knight, this is a soldier. Yeah, this is a soldier. So, even without the other faction, in this case the English, being around, accepting this order, when I complete it, it's going to improve relations with France, worsen them with England by 1 point. So, soldiers, knights, aristocrats, they pay more, but they also incur that penalty of you gotta juggle the reputation of the factions a whole lot more as well. It's worth it. It's usually worth accepting them because you're able to juggle it pretty easily, from my experience. Witches, we love the witches. They give us the most bang for our buck, and we are out of ore and ingots. So let's order some more. And yeah, it's gonna be touch and go for a bit, just until I get some more hands to help work. You know, working the forge alone is slow and steady. Yeah, I'm going to keep getting this notification to build that room underground to build the forge, but I mean, for now, what are we going to do? We don't have anybody to do it. Maybe that's a mistake, but like one person can work the forge and the smelter pretty well. It does get overwhelming a little bit later, but for now, I'm fine having just Arthur work it. So, ooh, 6 ingots for 12. I'll take that. Also, since we're at no ore, I can buy the 20 pack. I'll do that. That way I don't have to wait to use all of my ingots before I remember, oh hey, we gotta heat some more up. 4 for 7 is not bad either. Plus no witches around to worry about that part anyway, so. I do say, I do kind of want to build the mine, just because it'd be really helpful to have Arthur start building up his mining level in case of later. Yeah, it gets hectic, and you'll have to have people doing jobs that they're not like optimized for. You know, like they don't have the best traits for. Speaking of which, Oscar's trait. I'll accept the dead order right now. Okay. Arthur's trait is early bird. While he's working in the morning, from dawn till dusk, so while the sun is up, essentially, 20% chance of every order that he starts being half complete. I'm not sure if it'll show up on the bar as half complete or if it just essentially cuts the time to complete that order down in half. I'm not certain. I'm pretty sure this guy's a hunter. Since we have a soldier, I'm going to close up shop and make him walk away. Alright. Let's start completing some of these orders. Don't want to waste too much, make him wait for too long, you know? Okay. Like that last order, I think, was thanks to early bird, it completed, like, in half the time. Peasant, we can accept his order with no cost, aside from the ore, or the ingots. Okay. 5 ingots needed to make these 2. I can do that. I'll accept one more, and then I'll close up the shop until I'm able to complete all of them. Set the priority. I need 8 ingots total. One more. Come on. Go. I need early bird to do some work, I think, with this, so I'm going to complete it. Cutting it close. But we're good. Oof. Maybe that was poor planning on my part. I'm going to be honest, I totally lost count of the ingots there. But that's okay. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to... How much does it cost to build that underground spot? 100? Okay, for now we're going to keep doing... We're going to keep buying the ores. Yeah. Just until we're able to afford that. Because it's not just the room you have to buy. You know, you have to buy the mine shaft, you have to buy a chest to put the ore in, all that stuff. So... It has more cost than just that initial what it shows, you know? Yeah, let's keep foraging. Let's keep smelting it up. 16, I can finish. That'll probably be... What, I think we've been seeing an average of 2 to 3 ore. So like 2.5. I'm gonna say I'll probably be able to complete like 5 orders, because there are some that take up massive amounts. Got a couple ore left. Let's open up shop. Use what we can. Bring it back down to 0. Ooh, merchant. I think this is the first merchant we've seen. Oh no, there was a French one earlier. Second merchant we've seen. First French one. Oh. The merchants are going to pass by each other. Nothing happens, but it's funny to think about. Kind of like that that one meme of... Oh, I'm totally blanking on the name of the movie. But it's like a very, it's like a it's 2 famous dudes, one with, like black hair, one with long yellow locks. And they, like... They're the 2, they're like two celebrities. They're super dumb, but it's a super funny movie. I just can't remember it at all right now. Okay, we have 3 ingots left. Let's see what she wants. 3 for 8 debt, so 3 for nothing right now. I would take the 3 for guaranteed gold over the 3 for a debt. After him, we'll close up shop. So go get some sleep while we have ore delivered. Just waiting to use it all up so I can get the best value on the ore. Cheaper to buy 20 than to buy 10 twice. Oof. I think I will go to the end of day 4, and then at that point I will stop recording. I think that'll be a good stopping point. Okay, so for now, we're going to smelt this 20 ore, open up the forge while we do it, and then I can order 20 more. Best value, just overall. Our hunger should be able to hold up for that too. my speed up while we do this. Yeah, there's a lot of good about this game in general. It has a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of references, which I think are very funny. And we'll meet them as we keep upgrading our forge, as we gain more reputation. We'll see more and more recognizable characters from other franchises pop their head up. Okay, now that I've completed the smelting all the ore, let's get another crate. But yeah, it's going to be a rough start, but as we keep getting further and further along, it'll become a little bit easier to. It'll be faster pace. Not necessarily easier to manage. There'll be a lot more to manage, but you'll have more workers to help out. So for now, it's just Arthur, my goat, putting in that work. While we got some downtime, just gonna keep smelting up the ore. Stinky. Alright, since we got a French hunter, kind of more eager to complete his order first, just because then it don't get into any hot water with the English. Peasants are going to take last on the priority list, but I will still try to complete their orders as fast as I can. It's 1 for 4. That's not bad. Oh, I'm going to be upset if he automatically walks away to go eat. Alright, we'll have him complete these 2 and then go eat. It's unavoidable. Can't have Arthur going hungry. He's a hard-working man. Man, I love the witches. They give us the nice little kisses. The Pope, the clergy, they don't do that for me. Not since I grew up. Yeah, I'm gonna speed up while we have no action, just while he eats and such. Yeah, might as well have him go rest too. Usually that golden halo effect that you see after he eats means that's what shows up whenever one of your workers gains like a new trait. I think just the positive ones. I think the negatives have like a different color, but I haven't seen any workers get negative traits in a little while. So yeah. Ugh, the taxes. Ooh, I can ask for an extension. I'm going to do that. That means we've built up a good reputation with the French, so we can postpone taxes by a day. Let's go. Super useful early game. Later in the game, you'll have a good amount of funds to rely on. So, yeah. All right, well rested. Let's get them on the smelter. We'll do that same strategy as before. Smelt all the ore, then go on the forge and order some more. That way we can get that best value. All right, let's open up shop. We're well rested, well fed. Let's get it. And the sun's up. We have the early bird. Let's go. I think this is an English merchant. Yeah, it has the rug background. So while we're working on his order, let's order some ore. Get it going. Okay. Looks like an event's going on. I'll deal with that in a sec after I 6 for 8. I need a little bit better than that. I don't think there's any penalty for turning away anybody that isn't part of the bandit faction. Only the bandits care if you turn them away. Everybody else will just throw up this little angry face and then be like, okay. Ah. So, who are you, stranger? I am... Okay, it's Royal Hunter. I am here on His Royal Majesty's decree. A royal hunt is being prepared in your forest, and as such, we need proper hunting implements. As you might imagine, you do not possess the luxury of refusing the order. However, as to what exactly should be made, I was planning on asking you. After all, you know the local forest better than I do. So, obviously this is a side quest. We don't have the option of refusing it this time, which, you know, that's not great, but I think we'll be able to manage. We do get paid for it, and it looks like all three options have the same. We can make traps to hunt rabbits, we can make arrowheads to hunt ducks, or spearheads to hunt boars. So, it's the Royal Majesty. I'm going to be honest, I'm suggesting he doesn't really want to get his hands too dirty, but more involved than just using traps to catch stuff. So we'll use arrowheads. Less risky than going for boars. Our ducks are so fat here that they're perfect for hunting. What makes them good arrowheads? I trust your decision completely. You have my permission to act on it. So yeah. Okay. No guarantee of being paid for this. I'm going to get on that order immediately, just because I'm not sure how much time we'll have. So, I'll knock it out. Oh, early bird bonus. Goes a lot faster. Yeah, compared to the other one. Okay, so it does just cut the hit time in half. That's the effect. It doesn't start like halfway. I'm going to need to smelt some more ore for this one. Okay. Okay. We have a lot of time before we need to complete this, it seems. But I don't wanna put this off and wait, so I'll just complete it, smelt 18 more ore, and then I can order 20 more. Your arrowheads are ready. Enjoy your hunt. My sincerest gratitude, Smith. Plenty of game awaits us. I hope so. Good hunting, good hunting. We also gained a new trait. This worker used to be a fencer. Did he? The lore of Arthur the Great. King Arthur, my goat. It's expanding, so he knows full well how to make a deadly weapon. There's a 25% chance that knights that order weapons from him will agree to pay double. That's huge. We're not seeing many knights yet. We're seeing a lot of soldiers, and there is a difference between the two. But when we get later, that's going to be huge for us. Alright. New effect. The nobles are preparing for a hunt in the local forest. I think that's just because of the royal hunter. So, wood costs more. Order prices are higher. It means we're getting more bang for the buck. Hunters and knights come more often. Peasants and merchants come less often. And monks and witches don't come. So we're not going to be able to increase our reputation with those two at all. Kind of sucks because they also give us a lot, but with higher order prices and hunters slash knights, I think it'll be overall a boon for us. That being said, we're gonna have to be on our A game here. We're gonna need to get these orders pumping out. Great timing with that fencer trade. Actually, we might get some soldiers coming in, or some knights. Okay, I'm gonna bring this to 18, or I'm gonna fully complete it before I order some more. Just, you know, that way, best bang for the buck. Let's speed this up a little bit. Open shop when you have some left, so that way you can complete it while they walk up. Looks like we're starting with the French. 3 for 12. Nice. Alright, while I'm working on that, let's order the ore. For events like this as well, it'll be a lot better to just order from the merchants, or yeah, order from the courier, or whoever. That way I can just focus on making the most profit instead of having to like And I'm talking about when we have more workers overall. That way I can have them kind of just focus on pumping stuff out. It's a debt, but it's such good value. Okay. Oh, gotta heat some more up. I'm going to decline this guy just because we have the French right here already. So I'm gonna close up shop until we complete this guy's order. Alright, let's get it out the way. Let's knock it out. Okay. Now it's after dusk. We're not gonna have our early bird bonus anymore. There's probably like a night owl or something like that for the nighttime, but we are an early bird. We like to sleep during the night. It's ironic. I work in a casino. I'm up. I work from like 9:30 p.m. to 8 a.m. So I'm never sleeping at night. Okay. If I complete this order, are you going to get pissed? Okay, so accepting the order will improve relationships with England and worsen it with France. So that means that this guy, if he sees you complete the French order, he's just going to leave and be upset with you. So I'm going to reject his order. That way I don't lose any reputation with England. And yeah, I'm going to finish melting the ore. And then I will, I'll order some more, complete these two orders. I'm actually going to accept this one just because that, when it says that it'll increase with bandits and decrease with the other two, the bandits don't leave if you complete an order for another faction, I don't think. So that means I can complete the French first, and then once the French guy leaves, it doesn't matter if the bandits, nobody will be here to see the bandits' order be completed. Okay. So I'm going to prioritize the English or the French orders first, and then the bandit. That way I don't lose any reputation with them, and I don't have to reject the bandit. Because if you deny the bandits, then you end up losing reputation with them. I think this is a peasant, so there's no bonus or negative to reputation for his order. Yeah. Did I forget to order the ore? I totally forgot to order the ore. Oh, I'm cooked. This will probably be the last one then for the day. I'll return the money soon, I promise. Sure, you bring us to a nice even 0. Let's close up shop, that way we don't have to deny him. Alright. Gonna have Arthur man the forge for next time. For now, I think this is a good place to stop. 150 gold, maximum reputation. I think the plan for next time will be, let's open up the mine, start working on that. Do we have any workers? No. All the workers cost too much right now. So I'll start. You know what? Actually, I'll wait until the event is over, until the royal hunt is done, to open up the mine and such. Mainly because I don't wanna have to spend any time with the forge down more than I already need to have Arthur eat and sleep. So I'll keep the forge going as much as I can, because the order prices being higher is a massive boon. But that will be for next time. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. I hope you have a great day. KK Dog the Big Red, out.